Hello guys and welcome back. So I'm going to do a quick video on the graphics settings and how this game runs on my GTX 970. I'm going to keep this video short because I want to keep it as decompressed as possible. As you know from my previous videos, I have pretty shitty internet, so I have to compress my videos to upload them, so I'm going to keep it short. Having a look at the graphics options, this game is pretty good in terms of graphics options. You can run your game in the normal resolution settings. You can also upscale. I don't have DSR enabled at the moment, but you can go higher. It has full screen windowed and windowed. I play in full screen, obviously. It has Vsync. The Vsync is actually pretty good. It has screen rate Vsync, which will keep it at your normal 60, or you can go to half screen, which will cap it at 30. In terms of graphics settings, very in-depth. I mean, it's pretty good. Considering this is a simple RTS, they have done a good job in terms of graphics. You've got your anti-aliasing, render reduction. I mean, you don't even see this in most games. Shader quality. It does say here, interestingly enough, DirectX 11. I don't know if they're going to be supporting DirectX 12. We'll have to wait and see. So as you can see, very detailed graphics settings menu. Better than you get, as I said, in most games, so it's pretty good. Now, I'm going to stick to these settings at the moment. I've dropped the settings down to get a more or less stable 60 on my 970, and then once in game I'll go to max settings and you can have a look how it runs on max settings. Personally, I don't really find I need a stable 60 in this game, so I kind of do go max graphic settings when I play, but I wanted to just show you guys what you're going to be looking at in terms of getting a stable 60 on a 970. So I'll just scroll through here so you can have a quick look at my settings. I won't go through them step by step as I said, because I want to keep this short. The settings you'll want to look at mainly if you want to get a stable 60 is anti-aliasing. This will be quite taxing if you go 4, definitely 8. You also want to look at your shadow texture quality, so you can adjust these. You can also adjust your shadow anti-aliasing, and this will also have an effect. A lot of these settings, not all of them, a lot of them have an insane option. You can go here and you can set insane, which I'll do just now. Right now it's custom, a custom setting bokeh that I have at the moment. So let me go into a game. I'm just going to go into a solo game. I'm not going to really play. Let's go into a quick skirmish and you can have a look. In terms of the looks of this game, they are pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's not going to set, so you'll see it's sitting at like a stable 60. Anyway, it's not going to set any records, it's not breaking any new boundaries, it's nothing amazing, but it's solid, and that's good. It's definitely probably one of the best looking RTS out there, considering there aren't a lot of RTS out there. I'm just going to get a barracks out just so you can have a look at the units. This game does have a good scroll, and you'll see that your FPS might drop a little bit when you zoom in, but you can zoom all the way in. You can see the kind of detail. Now obviously this will be compressed a little bit, so it won't look as good, unfortunately, but I'll try and keep the video as decompressed as possible. And remember, YouTube itself will compress the video a little bit. So I'm going to get some units out just so you can have a look at the detail on units. So yeah, you can see this game, if you move around quickly you might drop a little bit. It's actually sitting pretty stable at the moment. Bigger fights obviously will be a bit taxing, but all in all it's not too bad. So that's what your unit looks like, pretty detailed. Yeah, this game does look pretty good. Smoke effects, you can see I'm sticking at 30 with the smoke coming out, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let me bump up to the insane settings. Just go into options, video settings, and I'll just change it to insane. So you're going to see my frames per second will drop a little bit now. The first thing you'll notice is the anti-aliasing is a little bit better. You can actually go higher than Insane. If you have a look, Insane doesn't actually put you up all the way. There are a few. So if I go custom, so Insane gets you to 4 times. You can go 8. Your shadow texture quality can go higher. So Insane is not actually max, but I can try and go max, but it's probably just going to melt my graphics card. So let's just go... I think everything else is as high as it's going to go. Sorry if I'm missing anything, but I think those are the 2 main sections, the main settings that you can change. So let's just go apply. Okay, so that's pretty much maxed out. You can see I'm dropping into the high 40s now, so it definitely is affecting. Does it look better? Yes, the aliasing looks better. Shadow texture quality obviously is going to be better. But you can start to see a little bit of lag now with the lower FPS, so that's definitely a trade-off. In terms of using my card's sitting at like a solid 60 degrees and not going. It is using 90%, so that's good. I do have a single card, so it'll be interesting. I don't know how it will affect SLI or Crossfire, but it's using the card efficiently. This game is pretty well optimized for what it is. As you saw earlier, I was sitting on Insane, no real FPS drops. Obviously, bigger battles, I could try and get that going, but it'll be a bit complicated. It'll take time. So bigger battles, you're going to see slight FPS drops, but other than that, it's all pretty good. So yeah, that's the graphics settings. That's the settings I'm using on my 970. As I said, I usually sit on Insane because I don't mind slight drops, especially in a game like this. You don't need that solid 60. But some people are a little bit more fanatical about that, and I do understand that, so they might want to just drop their settings down a little bit. In terms of the better cards, I'm guessing a 980 is going to max this game out completely, and anything above that is just overkill. So yeah, pretty well optimized game. It runs solidly, and I'll do a multiplayer and single player review later on. Hope you enjoyed, hope this helps. Cheers.